Hello everyone, this is Omkar Deshpande. Welcome you back for the online classes. Okay, so in the before we go with the further topic, let me remind you in the month of January, which we have at last class we have stopped with the business services topic. The business services topic last class which we have uploaded it. After that offline classes were started. Once after the online classes have started it out, then after 2 months, that is February, January 15, after 15th, and February month and the March month. But now again in the month of April, we come across the situation of COVID-19. Again, due to unavoidable situation, again we have started with the online YouTube classes. Okay, now when it comes to the online classes, previously in the month of January only we have uploaded the one small topic regarding the business services last subtopic which I have added it. So in today's class we are going to start with the fifth topic, that is emerging mode of business. Before I go with what is this topic and how it is, there a small information which I wanted to give you, that please do take care about your health, family, whenever you are going out, please wear the mask. So please do take care about yourself, your family and everyone. Okay, so with this we'll start with the fifth module, that is emerging mode of business. So what is this now, emerging mode of business? So far you people have learnt about business study in detail. In the first topic, what is business, what is industry, and in the second topic we come across forms of business organization, different forms you have learnt, and third topic it was regarding public, private and global enterprises, and in the online classes with business services topic which we had covered it out. Then today we'll start with the fifth topic, that is emerging mode of business. So what is this emerging mode of business? Let us understand with the help of introduction. So nowadays the way of conducting the business activity is getting fundamental changes during the last decade. If we see 19th century, the what business activity we used to conduct, and now the 20th century, how the business activity we are conducting, lot of drastic changes which we are taking place. So now the question comes, what are the reason why these changes are taking place? And what is the difference between those traditional businesses and today what we are doing, the modern businesses? To understand these things, there are three strongest trends, the three drastic changes which are taking place in our business activity. That is the reason why we have went with a modern way of conducting the businesses. What are those changes which we see it out in that? The first one is about digitalization. If you see the digitalization, nowadays our business activities which we conduct, we use the digitalization. When it comes to digitalization, we use all images, videos, video clips, all these things by using the computer, internet, by using the different apps and software, we are going into digitalization. Like for example, if you see the making of the payment, we use the different apps to make the payments, and also while receiving the cash we use the different apps we use. All the transaction through digitalization which we people are doing it now, accepting the order, fulfilling the order, so customers response, feedback, everything now digitalization through business we are conducting the businesses. So that is what, this is a change which in modern business we have adopted the digitalization. Second is outsourcing. If you see the outsourcing, what is outsourcing? Now there are many kinds of services are there which alone business is not able to perform it out and not able to give the 100% best. For that reason we are outsourcing the service from outside. For example, if you see, I'm a good car manufacturer, but for my car I required some, like tires I required, like mirrors I required. For these things what happened, I am outsourcing different person from different companies. I am hiring the services. So like many kinds of services are there now. If we see the marriage service, marriages and all, we hire the food from outside, decoration from outside. So like that in a business also we are hiring those services from outside. That's what about outsourcing. In nowadays the many businesses, these kind of services which we are looking after it. Okay, the next is third was internationalization and globalization. Internationalization. Now see, when it comes to internationalization, nowadays the business activity what we are conducting, we are not thinking about we should sell the product in within the boundaries of the nation. We want to sell the product in outside the national of the boundaries, and presently we are into globalized world where easily our products are been selling the outside the boundary of the nation. Their businesses, their products are selling it in our nation. So these all the things now, the international and internationalization and as well as globalization was today's business trend which we are seeing. Now these all the three things which leads to change in the business, and that is what about emerging mode of business. When it comes to mode of business, what is that? The manner of conducting the business is referred to as a mode of business. So the whatever the mode of business what we are conducting with the help of digitalization, outsourcing, international, globalization. This is lead to emerging, which we have to adopt with a new technology, new techniques. So that is what about emerging mode of business. So first we'll understand what is e-business. E-business means what? It may be defined as a conduct of industry, trade and commerce using the computer networks is called as e-businesses. By conducting electronical mode way, we conducting the businesses. Like if you see the industry means if you see that raw materials we are purchasing by giving the orders through internet, by through internetly they are going to accept the orders. So now whatever the things we require through internet only we are doing it out. When it comes to trade, again buying and selling of goods and services with the help of e-commerce or electronic means we are doing. And when it comes to commerce, like transportation services, insurance services, banking, finance, all these things are there what by using the electronical means which we are doing. So that is what about our business which we are conducting through e-businesses, industry, trade and commerce. By using the computer networks, internet, we are conducting the business activities. So the next is, what is this e-commerce? Now e-commerce is all about buying and selling of goods and services over the internet is called as e-commerce. By using internet, we people are conducting that buying and selling of goods and services. That is the reason what we see about Flipkart, Amazon, Zomato, Swiggy, all these things which we are seeing it, but they all are through e-commerce. Electronically we are conducting the businesses. So now let us look at what is the difference between that e-businesses and e-commerce. If we see the differences between e-business and e-commerce, the first point is e-business is a more broader term than e-commerce. So the first thing is, when it comes to e-business, it's purely a broader term because entire business it is going to cover. But when it comes to e-commerce, means it's only whom we customer we deal, that time we are using that internet services. That's sort of what it's a part of smaller concept, whereas e-business is a broader concept. The second point says e-commerce occupy a firm integration with the customers and supplier over the internet. What exactly e-commerce does? E-commerce help us to meet the customers in the market, and easily we can interact it, we can get a feedback, we can sell the product through all these things internet we use. That's sort of what e-commerce we does. Next is e-business include not only e-commerce but also other electronical conducted business functions such as production, inventory management, product development and accounting. So by using what e-commerce is in our e-business, we conduct such activities like production, inventory management, product development, accounting, all these things by using electronical device which we are doing it out. So this is what about e-business and the e-commerce. Now let us look at a scope of e-business as follows. Now let us study the scope of e-business. But before I go with the scope of e-businesses, the first thing is about today is in the age of internet, the word commerce has gradually started linking with it. This has brought a new concept of commerce, that is e-commerce or e-business. So now we are capable of reaching the users of internet all over the world simply by opening a shop on the internet, or the internet users can order goods and receive the delivery and make this payment. So these are the things what from home only we are doing all these kind of activities which we are doing it out. So this is what about e-business and e-commerce. Nowadays it is playing a very crucial role, which is lead to emerging mode of business. So let us look at the first one, scope of e-business. In that first one is B2B commerce. What is this now B2B commerce? Here, both the parties involved in e-commerce transactions are business firm, and hence the name B2B, that is business to business. Creation of utility or delivering the value require a business to interact with a number of other business firms, which may be supplier or vendor or delivery inputs, or else they may be the part of channels through which a firm distribute its product to the consumers. Now, if you see the business to business, one business does the transaction with another business by using the e-commerces. That is what about B2B says about. So now it is a business activity in which two firms or a two business unit makes electronical transaction in simple word. For example, which I can give, now if you see the Maruti Udyog. See, Maruti Udyog is the largest car manufacturer. Now what they are going to do it, they want to buy the tires, they want to buy the doors, they want to buy the mirrors, many accessories which they want to buy it. Now these Maruti Udyog, they are not manufacturer of cars, they are not manufacturer of tires and doors and mirrors and everything. They are going to take outsourcing from different businesses. Now to deal, Maruti Udyog will deal with that with those tire manufacturing business, to door making that businesses. For them, they are going to deal with the help of electronical transaction, with the help of e-commerce, they deal it out. This is what about business to business. And the second is business to commerce. If you see the business to commerce, business to customers, B2C commerce, that is, as a name implies, B2C, that is business to customer. Transaction have business firm at one end and its customer on the other end. So although what comes to the one's mind instantly is online shopping, it must be appreciated that selling is the outcome of the marketing process. Now when it comes to business to customers, if you see the business to customer, it's if the one party of the firm and other party is a customer. So on the hand, a customer can seek information through internet about product, place order, get some items and make payment, and on the other hand, the firm can make survey at any time to know who is buying and can also know the satisfaction level of customers. So in modern time, call centers can provide these information. So like that, through business, they deal with the customers. Whatever the customer problems are that they will solve, and customer whatever the queries are that they will clear with the businesses. So these things will have taken place with the help of e-commerces. Now the third one is intra-B commerce. When it comes to intra-B commerce, first we see about business to business, next we see about business to customer, but now it's a intra-B commerce. Intra-B commerce in the sense what, within the business activity which we are dealing with the e-commerce, by using the electronic commerce, we are using these services for internal activity also. For example, here the party involved in the electronic transactions are from within a given business firm, within a business also. Now they are using the e-commerces. Hence the name intra-B commerce. As one critically differences between e-commerce and e-business is that e-commerce compares a business firm interaction with its suppliers and distributors and other businesses firm. Hence the name B2B and customer, business to customers over the internet. Now if you see these things, for example, through internet it is possible for marketing department to interact with the production department can interact with accounting department. So within the organization also, by using the e-commerces, they are going to interact themselves. So this is what about, not only it's all about business to business or business to customer, within the business also, by using this electronical device, they are going to interact each other, they are going to conduct the business activities, they're going to share the information. So this is how it takes place through intra-B commerce. So the next one is about C2C commerce, that is C2C commerce, that is customer to customer commerce. So nowadays this is also becoming the very famous. If you see, there are many websites are there where we are going to sell. For example, I want to sell my car to some customer. I'm going to find through many internet, there are many apps are there, many services are there where if anybody want to buy, so I can put the information in that. So with that I can be, if you see the 99acres.com, where if you want to sell the land, I'm going to put information in that, and anybody if they want, we can get a information regarding that, they can purchase it out. So like that, there are many kinds of services are there today which we see. There is no in between middlemen. The e-commerce, internet itself is like acting as a middleman here. We'll put information in that if anybody required that, they're going to purchase it out. So like that, customer to customer also they can interact with the help of these internet services. Here the business originated from consumer and ultimately destination to also consumer. Thus the name C2C consumer, this type of commerce is best suited for dealing in goods for which there is no established market mechanism. There is no specific market for it, but if anybody want to sell it out, they can put the information. Anybody want to buy, they can easily buy this out. This is what 99acres.com is there. There are many jobstreet.coms are there, where I'm going to give information that, and through that the who are required, they are going to easily get information, they are going to hire it from me. So this is how it is what happened. Customer to customer also nowadays they are dealing with that. We can sell our old cars, we can sell the plots, whatever it is there nowadays, this has becoming very popular in that. Okay, so this is what about a customer to customer commerce, or customer to customers, they deal with the help of internet services or e-commerces. Okay, so before I go with this one, I will give a small assignment for you. Okay, now we have saw 4 types of businesses, the scope of businesses, that is B2B commerce, B2C, that is intra B commerce, and consumer customer to customer. Okay, so now in the comment box you need to give, for each scope you have to give one examples, which you have to give it, right, mention it in a comment. This is the one option. Or else today what happened nowadays, what it is there, our contact numbers are with you people. Even you can message and give the examples. If any queries are there, you can clear by giving the questions in the comment box. Also you can ask the questions, or personally our contact number we have, through that also you can ask the question whatever it is there. Through that we are going to learn the things. So each and every scope you have to give one example. This is a small assignment for you people. 4 scopes are there. For each scope you have to give 1 examples. Okay, thank you so much.